Hey everybody, back for another Car Talks. For this Car Talk, I want to talk about Shadow IT. Now, if you're not familiar with the term Shadow IT, it's basically about in an organization when you have various teams throughout the organization that they need some kind of technology services. Maybe they're working on this project that they need a server for, or they need some kind of application for any kind of technology services that IT usually provides. And instead of waiting for IT, instead of going through the procedure of getting approval from IT and acquiring the services and getting everything provisioned through IT, they instead just decide to do it themselves and run this project or this application or whatever it is themselves without the help of IT. It's kind of in the shadows of IT. That's why it's called Shadow IT. And a lot of people in IT think that, these people don't know what they're talking about. They're not following the rules. They're not, they're just, these dumb users that they just do everything on their own. They're not following the corporate procedures and policies. Frankly, I think that's bullshit because a team that is closest to the project knows how the project should run and how it should function. And as a result, they may not necessarily know the ins and outs of the technology, but they know what they need to get their job done the best. A lot more than just the general IT department does. IT has to manage all kinds of different things. They're never going to know the individual details and the processes and everything that it takes to make that project for that team a success. And to me, if you have a problem with Shadow IT, the problem isn't with the teams, it's with you. It's with the IT department. The reason is because if you have an IT department that that is easy to work with, that is high functioning, that gets things done, very streamlined, easy and just essentially just really work closely with the teams and is able to provide those services quickly, efficiently, and and nicely. You don't have a bunch of the old IT bastard operator from hell, the old IT curmudgeons like they used to, and they're friendly to work with. So if you have all of these different components, then you're not going to have a problem with Shadow IT because the teams are going to be happy to work with you because, number one, they don't have to do everything themselves. Number two, they get it they get their whatever they need in a fairly quick fashion. And three, you're friendly to work with, and they know that IT is actually there to help them rather than to hinder them with stupid policies and rules and things like that. So, in my opinion, if you have a problem with Shadow IT, just remember that think about it's not necessarily a problem with the users or the teams themselves. It's probably a problem with the IT department. If you start thinking that different mentality and also thinking that IT doesn't know everything. You may know technology in general better than better than marketing or better than sales or HR, but you do not know their niche, their product, their what they're trying to get done more better than them. Knowing that, taking that into consideration, and thinking that if they feel the need to go and do this thing themselves, I know they don't want to do this themselves because none of them, they're not IT, they're HR. They want to do HR things. They want to hire more people and work on culture, that sort of thing. I'm sure they don't want to do this. They're probably forced to this because they're not getting the service that they need from their IT department. So think about that next time you see the next time you see Joe from marketing casually mention that they have this server running under his desk, don't just immediately say, no, that's totally against the rules. You can't do that, and cause a big stink about a server running under the desk. Hear that and say, hey, Joe, I noticed that you had a server running under your desk. I'm just curious, what is there? Why did you do that? Is there anything that we can do to help you? Because we're really trying to consolidate this and alleviate that server running in your desk. You don't have to manage it. So it's just a different way of talking with the teams, and actually being understanding and friendly. So keep that in mind. If you have a problem with Shadow IT, the problem is not with the individual teams, it's with IT.